Hi y'all! For this week's plan with me, I wanted to try something a little bit different. I wanted to show you my process from beginning to end, starting with how I choose my kit for the week. Here is my binder where I keep all of my kits, my full kits, and I will be planning in my Erin Condren vertical. This week, my main event is the first day of autumn. That's very important because I love summer, so that means goodbye summer, hello autumn. So I want something kind of fall-esque, and fall-esque, that's a word. And I will be having my very first pumpkin spice latte on that day. Yes, I have never had one before, so maybe this one because it's very autumnal. It says fall, autumn in the air, so maybe that one. Maybe this one. So these are all birthday month. I'm saving some for my birthday month of October. Maybe I could use, no, I'll probably use that for December. These are definitely December. Look, Retro Alex Studio. It's probably December. I might do that one. I might do this one because I do plan on seeing my grandmother sometime this week, and I wanted to save this kit for a week that I was going to go over and stay there for a while. So I might do this one actually. It's very autumnal with the leaves and the high boots. So I'm going to take out this one and then take out this one. So I'll put this to the side, and now I'll just go through these and see what works well. Because what I like to do in my planner is something I like to call framing my week. So it'll end up looking like this at the bottom, and I want to make sure that whichever one of these I use, it'll work well with doing this. I'm not sure which washi I'll use, but we'll figure that out. So I'm just going to open both of these up so that way I can see what I'm working with in both of these kits. So this one, we have some freebies and all of the headers, a lot of little things, full boxes, my daily lists. This is a good kit to use for a week that I want to frame my week because there isn't any bottom washi that I would be putting to the side and not using it, essentially. So that is a very high possibility. And then I'll open this week. This double box freebie. And deco, those full boxes, heart checklists, half boxes and weekly boxes. And I really do like this bottom washi, so I'm not quite sure if I want to use this kit because I do love how this looks. I'm leaning heavily towards this one. So now I would just see, okay, if I use this one, which washi would I choose to go with it? So let me go get that for you. Here are some, because there's glitter here, I wanted to bring out more glitter. I just always want glitter. I think this is too rainbow filled to go well with this. I thought these colors worked really well with the orange and the browns throughout here. And then maybe doing the glitter on either side of that pretty washi. That might be a good look. There's also these, but I feel like this is too geometric and harsh for how soft this kit is, so maybe not that one. This one's a high possibility. Maybe these two, because this one's a little bit more dainty with the speckles of glitter here. That might go well with this. So I think it's between these two, being between this glitter. This is going to be the kit I'm going to use because I really don't want to just push this bottom washi to the side. So I'll save that for another day. And we'll get started on this one. So the one I'm going to be using today is a Simply Watercolor Co. kit. This will be my first time using their kits, so I'm very excited to see how they work. Let's get started. I will be planning from the 19th of September until the 25th of September, and don't worry about the bleeding of the ink from this page. It'll get covered up with all of the stickers from the kit. And normally what I would do is I would do the border first, but since I don't know which of these washies will work better with the kit, I'm just going to wait until after to do that at the end. And I do like to have date covers up at the top if the colors of the month don't match with the kit. Purple and gray and these colors don't go too well in my brain. So what I'm going to do is, since there are no date covers in this kit, I am going to take my Glam Planner half boxes and I'm going to use these colors to put as date covers here at the top. These colors work really well with these colors in the kit, so I don't think they'll clash that much. The only one I think I might have a problem with are these rose gold colors, but we'll see how it'll look in the end. These Glam Planner half boxes, they are rounded, so I will have to white out this top gray header, so that way when I go to put them down, you won't see any gray here in the corners. I'm going to put the date covers at the top first, so that way I know where to put my to-do headers. So let's see here. This silver goes a bit better with the rest of this kit than this rose gold color. So I'm going to put that back down, and I'm going to do these colors instead. So let me go get my whiteout, and I'll go ahead and do that and be right back. As you can see, I just put whiteout tape in the corners because that's the only gray that will be peeking out when I put on these DIY date covers. And the pattern that I'm going to be doing with these half boxes from Glam Planner is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm going to put those down accordingly and putting these in line with the bottom of this top gray header. I can see the numbers coming through here, but I'm going to be writing over it anyways. So then this one, I'm just going to continue doing this along the top in this pattern. Be right back. Here's what the week looks like with the date covers all put across the top. Now I will get my to-do headers and put those just below that, and leaving a little bit of space between my date covers and these to-do headers. So I'll just flip it on this side so you can see. I'll put about that much space between the to-do section and the header. And I will go ahead and do that all the way along the cross. Along the cross? Along the top. Now that I put my to-do headers all the way along the top, I will put my checklist down, and I want to put whiteout tape along this gray header because these boxes will be going across them and I don't want that dark line coming through these light colors. So I'll just go ahead and white out that, and then I will show you the pattern that I want to do with these check boxes. So I've finished putting whiteout tape down here on these gray headers, and I want to start off with doing this taupey color at the ends, and then doing this wood grain after that. And I think, and then maybe this peachy color after that, and then one gray glitter. I'm putting it on my finger so that way I can see what it'll look like before I put it down. So it'll look like that. I might switch it so that way it's like this. I think I like this better because I want to make sure I use as much glitter as possible. And I'll zoom you in so that way you can see what's going on. So first is this taupe color, putting it right under that to-do header. And See, now you can't see that gray header that was on this page coming through. Then this wood grain. Love wood grain. So pretty. Love that with glitter. And then I think I want to do glitter. And then this. Yes. Because I want more glitter. So this one. There you go. And then I will just work my way in on this side. Now all of the heart checklists are down. I really do like the pattern that it turned out to be. And next I will put down my today headers and leaving about the same amount of space I put up here, right here as well. So I'll show you one and then I will do the rest. Okay, so here's one header. I will go ahead and do right back. Now that my today headers are down, I will do my little things so that way I can work my way up, and whatever space is left here for the today section I can play around with however I want. So the first thing I do for little things is put down all of my meal trackers down here at the very, very bottom. I'll go ahead and show you what I do. And actually, there's a gradient in the color from light to dark, so I want to keep that gradient here as well along the bottom. So I'll start with the lightest on this side, and then I will make darkest go all the way to Sunday. I put the meal planning sticker against this bottom line right here that you see on each day. I'll go ahead and do that and bring y'all right back. So I put all of the meal planning stickers all the way along the bottom, and it's so beautiful how it goes from a gradient of light to dark. So nice. Now I will go ahead and fill in the rest of my little things. I'll zoom you in so that way you can see what I am doing. And what I noticed about these stickers that I love so much is that they are the exact width of an Erin Condren vertical box, where it also covers this thin gray line here on the side. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my TV little things down. I put one down every day because I will probably watch a movie or TV show or something. I can't believe though the Big Brother finale is on Wednesday. That's insane. Okay, flip you over. And while I'm doing this, you can see that I'm leaving the tiniest amount of space between each little thing because this is what I like to call a breathing no white space look. I like a little bit of breathing room between each sticker so that way it's just not a full page of stickers. For whatever reason in my brain, I feel like I'm not completely just brushing away this blank slate from Erin Condren. I feel like at least I'm seeing a little bit of this paper that I spent so much money on. Now I'm going to go along each day and put the other little things that I have down. So for these asterisks, I'm going to put them down for each day. I'm going to practice acting. I'll probably practice on either Friday or Thursday, but whichever one of those days that I'm not going to practice on, I'm going to go to one of my acting classmates' house to go swimming anyways. So I'm just going to put a heart on Thursday, and then I'm going to flip you over, and I'm going to put an asterisk on Tuesday because I'm practicing Tuesday. And when I say practicing acting, I go to the Meisner Technique Studio in San Francisco, and it's a 2-year training program for the Meisner Technique, and it's absolutely amazing. I love it so much. It's improved my acting a million times over. And I'm going to put an asterisk down on Wednesday because that's when I'm going to upload this plan with me and my other video. So I'm going to put 2 down to make sure that I don't forget either of my YouTube videos that I filmed. So there's that. And I think I want to put another heart on Tuesday. And I think I want to put one on Saturday too. When I put down hearts, it could be anything from a sweet little thing that happened that day to seeing someone I love. It could be many things. So I'm probably just going to put them down all the way across now that I'm thinking of it. Because I feel like there's something happy that happens every day. There's always something to be thankful about, isn't there now? If you can hear little tapping in the background, those would be the footsteps of my little puppies. They're over there in the front room. Oh, there they are. My puppies were freaking out from the post carrier, but I'm back and I'm just going to put one last heart right here on Wednesday because I feel like it's missing a heart. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, now that all my little things are done, I'm going to put the little things headers across the top. So I'll go ahead and do that off camera because you already know I'm going to be leaving some space between the little thing header and the little things. So I'll go ahead and finish that off camera and be right back. Here's what the week looks like so far. I'm really enjoying how this is turning out with the glitter and the wood grain. It's so pretty. I'm going to do the middle part, which is the most fun, I think, because I get to choose where these go and rearrange them and all that good stuff. Ew, hair. So let me show you how I do this. I want this one to go on Thursday because it's the first day of autumn. So that's going to go on Thursday, and I will not be using one of these boxes because I'm not going to be using the Thankful Thought area because I'm going to be using the washi border. So I have sadly had to decide which one I will not be using, and I think I want to save this one for my personal planner because it's just so cute. So I'm going to be using on this one on Thursday. Then, since this is the other box with a word on it, I'm going to be using this box on Monday. And then, because it's so dark, I want to use lighter colors on Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm going to use this one on Tuesday, this one on Wednesday, and because the weekend banner has this background, I don't want the same box behind the weekend banner. So this box will go on Friday, and then I will decide how I want to put these two boxes on the weekend. So for my brain, let me go over that again. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then this one I will save for my personal planner. Perfect. So now that I know which full box will go on which day, I am going to go ahead and, you guessed right, I'm going to put whiteout tape across all of these gray headers so that they are not peeking through when I put down any of my other stickers. So I will do that, be right back. So I'm going to be putting this full box here on Monday, but since there's nothing major going on Monday, I'm not going to put a half box, so that way this pretty full box can just be in the spotlight. So I'm going to grab this peach washi, so that way this full box can really stand out, and I'm going to leave space at the bottom and at the top, like I have been doing for each section prior. I don't want to put too much space because, like this, I'm definitely going to pull this up because I do want some room to work with in this section, so I don't want it to all just be like white space. I'll put that directly in the middle of this washi and this washi. And then on Tuesday I wanted to do this one. So I'll just put this full box down here, leaving that space up top, bottom washi at the bottom, and then I'm actually going to put this full box down over here and see. So I actually don't need any washi on Wednesday because the spacing is perfect for this full box. And I'm just going to put a half box here in the middle. So let me see which one I'm going to put here, and that'll tell me which half box I will put here. I've decided to use these two because the full box of this half box will be on that side, and I don't want to have the same pattern on the same page. Same with this one. This half box pattern is on this full box, which is going to be on the other side of the week. So I will use those half boxes on this side, which is perfect because this pattern lines up perfectly with this washi. Well, pretty darn close to perfect. So I'll put that down here and then put this in the middle of the full box on Wednesday. So there's that side. Now I'll flip you to the other side. I've planned it out that this day, on Thursday, the first day of autumn, I'm going to try my very first PSL, pumpkin spice latte. I know, it's my very first time, but it's about time, I think. So let me try and figure out how I'm going to do this. So what I've decided to do is actually take off the heart little thing because I want more space to put my half box and full box. So sadly, I will not be having a heart right there. But it's okay, because there's going to be a glitter half box. I'm going to put this little thing's header back down. That way I can go ahead and do this. Put autumn in the air, full box up here. And that way it gives me more room to, whoops, to put this half box up here. See? Problem solving. Planning is a lot more than just putting down stickers, let me tell you. Put down this washi right here, and then put down my half box. Yay! See? Now Friday we are going to use this full box. I want to put my half box in the middle of this full box, so I'm going to have to put some washi down because there's too much space on top and bottom. So let's see here. I really like this wood grain with this full box, so I'm going to use this. And when I'm planning out my week, I might not know what the big event of the day is when I'm planning, but I know that there's going to be something big that happens in that day, so that's why I like to put half boxes down, but I won't fill in what exactly is happening. Because this is such a dark box, I will be using a lighter half box, but I want to do the Saturday and Sunday full boxes in Weekend Banner first, so that way I can see which half boxes I want to use for each day. So let's go ahead and do the weekend. So I'm going to be using these two full boxes for Saturday and Sunday, and I want to see what I like better. Guys, what should I do? Okay, I'll just do that. So this one on Saturday, this one on Sunday. And I'm going to put the boxes at the top so that way the weekend banner can go across the full boxes. And same with this one. Pretty. And I've decided to put this half box on Sunday and this half box on Saturday because there's pumpkins here, I want a pumpkin here. I think I'll go with this washi. This peach washi to go under it because I don't want this pattern right next to this full box. It's too matchy next to each other. I know there's like 1.5 million wood grain stickers next to each other, but I think that's just another story, you know? That's wood. It's special. And then on Sunday I'm going to use this half box. So I don't want to use a wood grain washi, so I'll just use one of these. But it kind of looks like there's nothing there. So maybe I'll use this pattern washi instead. Yeah, there you go. And then I will get to put my weekend banner down. Woohoo! Love this weekend banner. It is so pretty. Now just to line it up straight. Okay. Look at that. I like that. So that means I have to figure out which half box to use for Friday. And I think I like this one because it flows nicely and it's lighter than the rest of this area. So I'll just put that down right in the middle. And voila! Yay! So I'll zoom you out so you can see the overall look so far for the week. Here is what the week looks like so far, and I am absolutely loving it. These colors go together so nicely, and it's so pretty with all this glitter, and the wood grain, and the glitter. Next, I will go ahead and show you how I do my washi border for my framed week look. So I'm not quite sure if I want to do this washi or this washi with the glitter washi that I have. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my glitter first, and then I'll get to the color after that. So I will go ahead and zoom you in so we can get started. I always start with the sidebar when I do my framed look, and I will get my glitter washi because I want it on either side of whichever washi I choose between these two. So I will go ahead and do this glitter first, and then figure out what I want to do with the other washi later. And when I put this down, I make sure that I have a little bit hanging off the edge here, and I put this bottom edge to this edge of the page here. Now that I've put the glitter washi down, I'm going to make an imaginary line from this corner to this corner of the page, so that way I can cut along that imaginary line to make the framed corner for the washi. So it looks about right there. Now I want to do this side. I want to leave some space between the border that I'm making and the stickers that I just put down. So about that much space is good. And I will leave excess washi here at this end so I have room to work with it as I need to, without having to worry about if I cut too much. And I'll just go ahead and lay that all the way down and cut it at the top. So there's the imaginary line. Cut it there. There you go. So now I'm going to do the bottom part of the border so that way we can finish that glitter washi off and then figure out which washi to put in the middle. So I will lay this washi down so that way the edges line up perfectly to make a 90-degree angle here and the edge here of these lines. And I will cut along the imaginary line. And if there's any excess hanging off of the edge here of the page, I'll just go ahead and cut that off afterwards. So this top part of the border, I'm just going to line it up here and go all the way across. And then cut it here. So that looks nice there, and I'm going to do the exact same thing over here on the other side. So I simply just have to lay this washi down and cut it. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I will zoom you out to see how it looks overall. Here's what the week looks like with the glitter washi put down. I also cut the bottom off, so that way it wasn't hanging off of the edge here. And now we will get to decide which washi to put in the middle. So does that look better, or does this look better? I'm thinking this one. Yes, I like how this one looks. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing that I've shown you before. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish that all the way around the border and be right back to show you what it looks like. So here it is. I put down some whiteout behind this washi here and behind the washi up here so that way you wouldn't see the colors coming through from the monthly purple and gray. And I think this week looks lovely. I love how it turned out. It looks so autumnal. It really speaks fall to me, and it makes me that much more excited to get my first PSL. So excited. In order to see what the week looks like filled out, go ahead and follow my Instagram. I will put the link down below for that. I really loved working with this kit. Simply Watercolor Co. You did good. You did so good. Loved it. I don't normally work with matte paper, but this matte paper was beautiful. All of the art is just so lovely, and I will definitely be shopping from them again. So go ahead and check them out. I will link them down below as well in the description box. Thank you so much for watching and seeing my thought process throughout everything that I do, including the whiteout, the spacing between everything. I hope it was very clear how I do everything. And if you have any questions for me, don't be afraid to show me some love in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this plan with me. I also have a link to my previous video because I uploaded 2 videos this week because I took a week off last week. Make sure to go ahead and check that out. That is a mini haul. Until next time, I pray you'll have a lovely week filled with peace and love. Bye now.